plan for today is to raid all the DLC bosses, because I just freshly finished the game like 1 week ago. I think the DLC came out like a month ago, so every boss should be discovered by now. And that would be funny if someone discovers new area or something. I still don't know what's up with this emote that you get after beating Radahn. I don't believe there is no interaction with something using that emote. Guess we will see. So yeah, this list is about how good the boss is. And by good, I mean how fun is to fight them, the area, the music, everything. How fun is the boss? And this list is, of course, my opinion. That means it's factual. And if you disagree, you're wrong. Good that we got that out of the way. Yeah, let's start. Okay, wait. We have an ancient dragon man. How does poor translation or something? But Miyazaki called him ancient dragon man. Based, I guess. So as far as NPC fights go, it's okay. You fight him before going to the area where you fight Bayle. Pretty sure you get this very cool katana from him. Fun, but I'll just give it to bad because you get a cool weapon at least. Okay, Ancient Dragon's Senessax. Bad. Oh my god, I hate this dragon. I'm not sure if I die more on this dragon or on Bayle. This shit is so stupid. It's like risking from the main game, but like worse because you are fighting in an area where you are surrounded by water. So you just get hit from everything. Just to really pussy it out. Go on a horse, hit him 2 times, right away, come back, hit him 2 times, right away again. So yeah, I don't like that fight. Not at all. I understand they wanted to get us ready for Bayle, but they could have made something better. And there is Bayle. Curse you, Bayle! Through your rotten hide, the hail of harpoons! Yeah, Bayle is great. I mean, Bayle would probably be in a great tier. Would probably be in the A tier, if not for Egon. If you fought Bayle without Egon, you're missing out. He almost does nothing in the entire fight because he's on the floor constantly. So it doesn't really make it easier, which is good, I think. If you want it easier, just use a summon, or normal summon. But Egon just makes this fight so hype. Fight itself maybe is not the best because you have to be pretty much under him all the time, and then he just spits the electric flame under him, and then you. Other than that, this fight is absolute cinema. It looks amazing. Sound is great. Music is great. When he falls down in the second phase, and you have the second like shockwave attack, and there's like that sound. Complete amazing. Yeah, so Egon carried that fight though. Cool. Very good dragon. I don't know if that's the best dragon in all Souls games, because the only competitor would be Meteor probably, because Dark Souls 2 dragons. Ooh, Dark Souls 1 dragon. Oh, this is pretty good. Dark Souls 3 dragon is Meteor. Sekiro dragon, no. Demon Souls dragon, no. Bloodborne didn't have a dragon, which makes sense. So yeah, it only can fight Meteor, and I think Meteor might still be cooler, but cooler of a fight, to be honest. Because with Meteor, he like you get to fight him face to face a lot of the time. You don't like sit under him all the time, and Meteor is bigger too. So I think I still like Meteor more, but this one is very close. And Placidux or Placidax or however that 2-handed one from the main game is called. Still pretty close to this, but Bayle I think it's better than the Placidax. You know what I'm talking about. Amazing fight. Okay. With Black Knight Edredd. I'm pretty sure this is the one that has a weapon art that he gets wings and he like swirls towards you. Mini bosses are going to be hard. Well, he has a red health bar underneath him, so he's basically a boss, but just a regular enemy with a weapon art. and you get that weapon art when you kill him. It's like, wait, why you don't get the tank weapon art when you fight this guy? I thought he would drop that, but no. But he drops the these wings. Wings are pretty cool, pretty fun. So maybe I will rate it like this. That it's pretty fun. Fan of a weapon art. Fight is okay. We'll put him in Ide. We'll put him in Ide. Put him in Ide. Let me see what Black Knight Garrew drops. He just drops the shield. Okay, this guy drops a cool weapon art, so he stays. But the other guy drops the shield, so you put him in a bad tier. Blackgaol Knight. Gaul. This guy. He is a pretty standard enemy. It's not very hard, but seen a lot of memes with him, which brings him a bit higher. A lot of memes that people are over leveled and they, oh, maybe the DLC will be too easy, and they check this guy and he does a lot of damage. And it's pretty good at catching a roll, doesn't let you heal that much. And if you don't have any Scadutree blessings, he's pretty tanky. I'd say he's alright. Better than Black Knight Edredd. He's alright. Chief Bloodfiend. Well, that's trash. If you don't kill the ogres before going through the fog, he gets like buffed from the other guys. He just jumps on you, like he's a regular enemy. So like, no, it's trash. Oh, that's a big boss. Commander Gaius. To be honest, if Commander Gaius didn't have his charge, and it would be changed with something normal, something that's not completely awful, then he would be in great. Because the fight is actually pretty cool if you don't count the charge. His charge has such a weird hitbox. It sometimes hits you, sometimes not, even if you feel like you're rolling the same way every time. Drops a pretty cool weapon though. Yeah, I put him in the Ide, just because of the charge. If not the charge, he would be in a great. Other than that, it's a pretty cool boss, not the charge. Because he has like some gravity attacks, but they're pretty easy to dodge. He has like this combo in front of him, and he has like the whirling towards you. Yeah, I think. Yeah, he's an Ide. The charge sucks. Another thing about the charge, he has a very weird hitbox, like and hits you like a truck sometimes. Sometimes it does like 1/4 of your health bar, but for some reason, I even have a short about it. For some reason, sometimes it just one-shots you. Why? Well, I don't know. But he likes to do that. Okay, yeah, it's alright. Count Ymir. So this is just not the finger boss, no. It's just the NPC. Not much to talk about. He's just there. I like his quest though, so I put him in Ide. I like the quest. Curseblade Labirith. What the fuck is that? That's just a regular enemy made as a boss too. And this enemy is annoying as fuck. He just attacks you all, constantly attacks you. The normal enemy as a boss is, I think, always bad. It's better than Chief Bloodfiend, I guess. Dancer of Ranah. It's alright. Drops a cool armor that busts your dancing weapons. Oh, boss fight is okay. NPC boss fight. Death Knight version 1. That's with twin axes. I think Death Knight is great. A very cool fight. He can really surprise you when he gets his wings and instantly grabs you and heals like half HP. It's pretty good Karakumb. Very good Karakumb boss fight. They're one of the best ones in the game probably. Yeah, pretty cool. So I will rate the second one too. Oh yeah, Death Knight version 1 and 2, very good. Both weapons that you get from them are very good weapons. Very cool ones. I think the second version, the long axe is better, or the great axe. because Twin Axes are pretty hard to hit against bosses. You just fly through them most of the time. But they're still pretty cool. And the Great Axe, I'll put them here because I think the Great Axe is a better weapon, more viable for boss fights, for example. Okay, Death Rite Bear buff. Trash. Completely trash. Death Rite Birds were pretty hard in the main game. Pretty annoying. But they were alone. In this DLC, for some fucking reason, around the Death Rite Bird, there are like five or maybe 6 other birds that shoot at you all the time. So you have to kill all of them and then fight them, because otherwise they will just spam you to death and you're dead. If you're using a mimic on this fight, I don't blame you. This shit is stupid. I don't know who the fuck thought of this. It drops a pretty cool spell, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, no, it's completely trash. So stupid. Dog shit area. Complete dog shit area. I don't know who the fuck thought of this. So stupid. Okay, Demi-Human kill Marigga. Yeah, this rescue from the main game, and it wasn't good in the main game either. So trash. Again, Death Rite Bird is the worst one. So, at the end. Yeah, put it like this. I hate him. So stupid. Demi-Human Swordmaster Onze. There is a problem with this fight. Because if you have weapon that staggers even a little bit, this guy pretty much can move. When he moves, it's very cool. I mean, it's basically Yora. He just has some force powers, and he has a cool sword. He jumps around with like whirlwinds and some backflips, front flips. So it's a pretty cool character, but he's so easy because he pretty much can't move most of the time. I'll put him on top of Bud. That's because it's so easy to stagger him, unfortunately. Okay, Divine Beast Dancing Lion. Okay, if you ask me how good I find this boss after the first try, I would tell you it's trash. Why? Because it jumps around and I couldn't figure out what the fuck he was doing. But now, I beat him twice actually, on the second character too. Yeah, he's pretty cool. The problem is, during the fight, the camera is a problem. If he gets you into a corner, you can't see shit. Unfortunately, your FPS drops sometimes, mostly in his electric phase. So I'm not a fan of that. He's not very hard. He's pretty cool, good introduction to the DLC, I think. Very cool looking boss. Very cool soundtrack. You have an NPC that's connected to him, which is pretty cool too. And the funniest thing about this boss, that's not even a lion. It's just 2 dudes with a beast mask, which I didn't even notice at my first try. At my second try, I knew that these are just 2 dudes with a mask. So I noticed if he jumps and you're like behind him, you can see the legs and like pretty much an ass of the second guy, which is pretty funny, I think. Even at the starting cutscene, you can see that lion is not roaring, but the guy is using his hand to like open the lion's jaws. I think it's so funny and shows you how strong Divine Beast Mask is. That it makes a boss out of 2 guys, and drops a very cool helmet, like the biggest helmet in the game. Yeah, I'd say he's great. Can be annoying sometimes though. And you fight him 2 times actually. Second one is hidden in like not the last area, before the last area. You can fight him second time, which I guess. Okay, Fallingstar Beast buff. Risking from the main game. I don't even think he had the different attack. But I like this fight, so I will put him in bad. Okay, Furnace Golem. Is it only 1 Furnace Golem here? Yeah, it's only 1 Furnace Golem. Okay, so I will just say, because there are 2 Furnace Golems. I mean, there are like 5 or 6 in the DLC, I don't remember, but there are 2 types. One, it's a normal one, and the second one has armored legs, so you cannot hit his legs. I mean, after beating one, you're pretty much done, and after that, it's just boring and tedious. But I think I'd say the armored leg one is more fun, because you have to make pots and throw it at his head. Just more fun, I'd say. I'd say it's Rite, if not the fact that you have to fight so many of them. I mean, you don't have to, and you can, but it takes so long to kill them. I'd say it's bad, on top of bad, because they look cool. They still look cool. Okay, Ghostflame Dragon version 1, version 2. Ghostflame Dragon version 1, we put him in bad, because it's pretty much a normal dragon fight, and not much changed. And these are boring and overused at this point. If the Ghostflame Dragon version 2, I think it is, it's around the area with a lot of enemies with a camp, it's completely fucking trash. Because you either wait till all of the enemies die, which takes a pretty long time, unfortunately. They just don't want to die. Or you go in and try to fight dragon with them, and they just all focus on you, drop you off your horse, and you die, and it's very annoying. And I'm pretty sure you cannot stagger him, because they turned it off. Because otherwise he would just be on the floor all the time because he's being attacked by everyone. Or he can just be staggered by you and the other attacks don't matter. If they made it that these all the NPCs, all the normal enemies, if they would make that all the basic enemies only focus on the dragon, it would have been okay. Because like fun, let's everyone beat the dragon and stuff. But no, they all focus on you, which is so fucking stupid. This is horrible. That's the last boss fight I did in the entire game because I was dreading it. And he doesn't even drop anything cool. I guess he drops some smithing stone. I don't remember, but okay. Golden Hippo. Golden Hippo had a very weird hitbox on his grab attack, but they changed it. I don't know if it's better. I would assume it is. It's alright. I'd say it's alright. It's like very annoying. It's like that redhead wolf from the main game, pretty much. It's just a little animal boss, I guess. It's alright. I'll put him here. Jagged Peak Drake. Isn't it just basically the same Drake? I mean, I'll put him above this one because it's pretty cool that there are two dragons fighting each other, I guess, which is a better concept than this guy, where all the characters fight the dragon, but they basically fight you. And this fight is pretty manageable to fight alongside the other dragons. So, Lamenter. Well, this fight is trash, but I won't put it at the end of trash. Okay, now I will put it in bad, at like the end of bad, somewhere. You know what? Let's put it like this, only because he drops a transformation that gives you, I think, 7 or 8 arcane. But the fight is trash. The fight is horrible, but he does give you a transformation, which there are 3 in DLC. They have 2 different dragon transformations, and this one. When I was done with this cave, I was like, oh my god, that's a third transformation. Do they start something new in the DLC? There are more of them? Because, as I recall, in every Souls game, there was only dragon transformation. You didn't have any other transformations, if I recall correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I thought, oh my god, new concept. Maybe we have more transformation. We can change into fucking Hippopotamus or something. I don't know. But nah. There are only 3. And I don't know why they chose this one. But you can get arcane with it. So that's pretty cool. Because there are not a lot of arcane sources. Problem is you cannot do fashion souls. And you look like trash. But it's cool that we have another other transformation than a dragon. That's why I put it here. Okay. Then Jori, Elder Inquisitor. Is it in bad or trash? He drops a pretty cool weapon. That's Faith Bleed weapon. I think it's the only Faith Bleed weapon in the game. This fight sucks. Oh my god. No, it's fucking trash. You know what? This one is also trash. Yeah, this fight is trash. But that's it. Nothing to say. He's just... He's just throwing rings at you all the time and TPing away. Like, cool. Midra, Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Also, so there is a deal about Midra. Midra, great soundtrack, very cool fight. Not very hard, but very cool anyway. Very cool cutscene though. The cutscene was very cool for this boss. Castle is an alright area. Problem is, it's very hidden. Midra is a very hidden boss. You gotta go through illusionary, go out of a normal path, like go down the ladder. Then you have to go through illusionary wall. Then you have to do the entire catacombs, which at the end has Jori, which fucking sucks. Then you're in Abyssal Woods. And Abyssal Woods, outside of making your horse scared and having these one-shot enemies from Bloodborne pretty much. This shit is so fucking boring. Abyssal Woods is such a huge part of the map, but there's like basically nothing to do there. There's just rats. Takes so long to get to this boss, and it's so hidden that I thought that would be like the best boss of the entire DLC. And it's a very good boss, but it's not like the craziest shit ever. I thought it would be way more crazy, and like very hard because it's very hidden. Because my expectations were so high for this boss, that's why I'm putting it in great and not in amazing. But I can understand if someone puts him in amazing. It's a very cool boss. But yeah, my expectations are way too high for that because it's so hidden. He drops a very cool weapon. Okay, next thing is Meter. Jeez, what are these names? Mother of Fingers. So, Mother of Fingers has a cool quest. We have to go to these finger areas and sound the whistle. And very cool NPCs along the way. Fights has a very cool area. It's pretty flashy and cool attacks. Not very hard. Doesn't have many annoying attacks. The only annoying attack I recall from this boss is when you're either on the right or the left side of the boss and he just does this. That's pretty annoying. Other than that, a pretty cool fucking boss. It probably has some crazy lore too with fingers, but I'm not that deep into that. Yeah, it's a pretty cool boss. I put him in great. Wait, let's Midra on top of great and Divine PC and Mother of Fingers. Yeah, I think that's okay. Putersent Knight. Area before this boss sucks too. You have these fucking stone guys that shoot lasers at you. But it's not very long, so it's alright. You fall down the pit, which if you jump instead of just falling down, sometimes you die. It happened to me. Just interesting to say the least. I played a good part of the DLC with the weapon you get from this boss, which looks very cool, but could have had a bit better weapon art because we have pretty much the same weapon art in the game, in the main game. I think it's alright. Got some combos and stuff. This like blue flame attack can be pretty annoying. It's the longest run up to the boss because you have to wait till you fall down, which is still not a long run up, but for Elden Ring it is. Oh, I don't know if I put him in great. Fight is not that fun to be honest, but it unlocks very cool NPC. The area before it is bad. I don't know. Okay, let's put him in. Let's put him on top of Ide for now. Nah, Commander Gaius is better. It's better than Hippo. Yeah. Put him like this. Okay. Then Radahn, let's put Radahn at the far last. The Great Red Bear. Finally made Runebear into the boss fight. There were two of these? Oh, they are probably the same fight, if I recall correctly. Yeah, actually this bear is less annoying than the regular Runebear, which is good because the Runebear is very annoying. I like this fight a lot, to be honest. It's not bullshit in any way. I'm just fight with a bear. It's a pretty cool fight. You know what? I feel like putting it in great. I like this fight. Let's put both of them here. I like this fight. Not better than the Death Knight, maybe. Nah, to be honest, it's better than Death Knight. I put it like this. I like this fight. Somehow they made me enjoy the bear fight in this game, which I thought would never happen. Okay, then there's the regular red bear. Bro thinks he's him. Yeah, this this guy's I don't know, just bad. I guess you can make the bear build, and you get the bear class. Yeah, and maybe like rate NPCs on like what they drop. So claws are pretty cool. So I'll put them like here somewhere. Yeah. Relana, Twin Moon Knight. About Relana. I think Relana was robbed in the sense that she doesn't have a cutscene. I have no idea why Relana has no cutscene. Like, who has a cutscene here? Bayle doesn't have a cutscene, which is also like, why? Bayle doesn't have a cutscene. Midra has a cutscene. Divine Beast has a cutscene. Mother of Fingers doesn't have a cutscene. Commander Darius doesn't have. Okay, so only Messmer, Radahn, Midra, and Divine Beast has a cutscene, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know why. Like all these like big bosses should have a cutscene, I would say. I love the cutscenes. They're so cool. I don't know why they don't have enough. Maybe they did run out of time. I don't know. But Relana should have had a cutscene. And should have a cutscene because it's amazing. Relana fight is better than Bayle. Relana fight is so cool. And it was a really big stat check for everyone in the DLC. A lot of people spent a long time with her. I don't think she's that hard, to be honest. She's challenging. She's not like insane. She doesn't have like the water dance from Malenia or something. Something very bullshit. She has a very cool double moon attack. Weapon you get from her is very cool. She's very fast. Fight has a good flow. Sometimes she has some unending combos, right? True. I don't know. I just feel so cool because she has that half magic, half fire sword. It's magic, has fire attacks. I find it pretty cool. If you're struggling with her, you can summon an NPC and also your mimic, so it's not even hard if you're really struggling with her. I like this fight a lot. It's amazing. Romina, Saint of the Bad. Yeah, Romina was before the last area. She was before Radahn. I don't know. Romina feels like unfinished or something. Romina feels a lot like Dark Souls 3 boss. I don't know. She's not very hard. Doesn't have like any like really bullshit attacks or something. She's pretty easy. The weapon that drops from her is pretty bad. The spell that she drops is trash, completely trash. Fight is like, the fight is okay. I don't know, it's like a little underwhelming considering this is before Radahn, not counting the NPC fight, which is not here actually. The NPC fight. I guess they didn't have big red health bar, but okay. Yeah, Romina is just alright. I put him like here. 3 Sentinel buffed. Well, it's a risky from the main game, but it was like kind of refreshing seeing them there, like, oh, just seeing an old friend, you know. But yeah, it's just a reskin, so I put it in alright though. It was kind of refreshing. It was kind of refreshing seeing them again. Scadutree Avatar. Scadutree Avatar. It's a pretty cool fight. It's a pretty cool fight. You are like the base of the Scadutree, which is very cool, I think. It has 3 phases, which can surprise you, which is also pretty cool. You also get an item that can help you during the Radahn fight. It's not very hard because if you hit its head, it dies very quickly. If you have a fire weapon, it completely shreds. It's not very difficult. I'd say it's alright. Not like amazing, but on top of alright. Could have been a bit harder or have some more interesting things, I guess. Raksha. That's the Skarakum guy. Put him like somewhere down of bad tier. Because the whole fight with this boss, okay, it's not long enough, but you get the gist. That's what how is it called? That's what the Rakshasa is doing the entire fight. Shit's so annoying. Yeah, I don't like that boss. Then there are not that many bosses in the DLC, but I got through them pretty fast. Okay. Messmer the Impaler is the best boss in Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. It might be the best boss in the entire Elden Ring for me. Thinking about like my favorite fights, like Godfrey. Malenia is up there, but Malenia can be very annoying. And Messmer is not at all annoying. If you die, you're like, oh, I suck. The only thing I don't like about Messmer is that he could have been a bit harder or a bit more tanky. If he had a third phase, I wouldn't be mad at all. I just wanted to fight him more. Such a cool boss. I also get from him a very cool spear and a very cool weapon. He's just amazing. Such a cool fight. In the second phase, he just turns into a snake all the time. They change color too. Amazing flow of the fight. I just wish I could fight him more. Such a cool boss fight. And I'm not biased at all. I am completely unbiased. There is no bias here. But Messmer is the best boss in the DLC. This boss is so cool. Lord is cool too. Like, I don't know. There's not much not to like about this boss. Also, we get a pretty good rip from him too. Great boss. Great boss. The best. Maybe the best boss in the entire Elden Ring. The best from the DLC from me. And then we have Radahn. So there is a big discussion. No, I don't want to put... Okay. He stays here for now. There's a big discussion about difficulty of Radahn in this DLC. So biggest thing about Radahn, if you have like above 16, I think, Scadutree Blessing level. My first time I tried to beat him, I was on 15, and then on 17. On 17, he was pretty fucking easy. I mean, I already knew all the attacks pretty much and pretty good build, but on 17, he doesn't kill you at fast. That's the most important thing. Not even the damage you deal to him, but the damage he deals to you. If he doesn't two-shot you, if you can take like 3 or 4 hits from him, then it's pretty easy, I'd say. So I don't think it's that hard. You just have to collect more Scadutree Blessings. And because of that, it's not hard than Malenia. Malenia give me a way worse time. So I don't think it's that hard. Now let's talk about boss fight itself. I think the lore for this fight is so cool that we can have a go with a Prime Radahn. Because in the main game we fought Old Radahn. I was also nuked by Malenia's Scarlet Rod. He was supposedly weaker, which to be honest, he was pretty strong too. And I don't know if I don't like the Old Radahn fight more than this one, to be honest. He was way more epic. I think this is just a huge area. You can summon so many NPCs. The only thing that I don't really like about the Old Radahn fight is that you probably have to do it on a horse, because it's pretty hard from foot. And boss fights on a horse are not that fun. I'd rather fight him normally. Yeah, but Old Radahn is a very cool fight. First phase of this fight, great. Amazing. Love it. Sometimes some hitboxes from this like ground attack can be bullshit at times, but it's not that bad. But the first phase doesn't take that long. He goes into the second phase very quickly, where Miquella sits on his shoulders, and there starts some problem. This phase is way harder than the first phase, that's for sure. Not even close. Problem is, he has a lot new attacks, and his old attacks get like follow-ups from the holy attacks, like holy beams. The problem with that is a lot of the times you don't see shit on this fight. You literally can't see anything because of the light, because of Miquella's hair. You can't really see the hands of Radahn that good. I mean, if you learn the attacks, it's not that bad because, well, that's basically every boss, but some attacks are pretty hard to dodge. You have to do like a perfect time dodge and in the right direction too. Because I mostly dodge to the right, but sometimes if you dodge to the right, you just get hit by Holy Beam anyway. A lot of attacks are better to dodge to the left. And your FPS drops a lot in the second phase. When he does like the charge and he just rushes forward, or when he does the big nuke attack, your FPS drops a lot. Which it's not only for me, it's for pretty much everyone I've seen on YouTube or Twitch. So I'd say that sucks. I'm not a fan of that. I'm really not a fan of my FPS dropping just because a boss does an attack. Yeah, it kind of sucks. These are my reasoning why it's not going to Amaze. But because of a lot of problems with FPS drops and a lot of shit on your eyes, you could even argue it's going on 8. But I think it's going somewhere here in great. Mostly because of the lore, to be honest. Because if you don't know, Michaela charmed Mog under her spell. And when we killed Mog, she used Mog's body and put Radahn's souls into Mog's body. That's how we got the Prime Radahn back. Which is pretty cool. I mean, not cool for Mog, that's for sure. But he beat the allegations though, so that's better than most of Twitch streamers. Anyway, yeah, so we are basically finding Mog's body with Radahn's soul. Which I find pretty disappointing about that is that he only gets one attack that has anything to do with Mog. When he like pushes the sword and does that little fire thingy, that's from Mog because it's like fire blood or blood fire that Mog does. I find it pretty sad that it's the only thing that he gets from Mog. I think that would be so cool if we had like normal like we already have gravity attacks from Radahn and holy attacks from Michaela. If we also had a bit more attacks from Mog, from the fire blood attacks, I think that would be way cooler. I think it would have been way cooler. We got some more Mog attacks. But still, I think it's a pretty good conclusion to the entire game. It's so cool that you get Radahn from the main game back, which was such a cool fight. But I still think the old Radahn fight might be cooler. This is a huge area. You can summon a lot of NPCs. The only minus about the old Radahn is that you have to fight him on a horse. And fighting on a horse is not as fun. But still, also from this fight you get 3 choices of items to get from the soul. Either get his left weapon, his right weapon, or Michaela's spell. Which all of these are pretty underwhelming, which is kind of sad. Say the least. I hope they get buffed because they're such a weird weapons. They have int scaling, but they do holy damage, and then holy damage buffs with faith, but it scales with int. I don't know. Pretty weird. Hope they buff them. So this is the list. Maybe we rearrange something. Now this stays here. 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 That's for sure. Yeah, that's okay, that's okay. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with this list. I mean, getting 3 amazing bosses for DLC, it's pretty good. My thing about this DLC is Elden Ring is very good, and they got very good at making pretty good boss fights. Because like in the other games, in Dark Souls 1, DLC was by far the best thing about the game. Dark Souls 2, same thing. Dark Souls 3, the second DLC, yes, and then the first DLC, Frida, which was amazing. Great boss fight. The second DLC was great too. Sekiro didn't have DLC for some reason. Bloodborne DLC, amazing. Not counting 2 bosses, but the other ones, amazing. And like the level of boss fights was always like base game, DLC. But in Elden Ring, boss fights are so good in the main game that it's like about the same. About the same, I'd say. Like every DLC in FromSoft games is like an improvement most of the time to the base game, and I'd say this is just more Elden Ring. It's not that much better than the main game. I wish they did a bit more new stuff. Like something different, you know? Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this list. As I said, if you disagree, it's okay. Not everyone has to be right? If you disagree, you're wrong. Thank you very much. Go subscribe or something. I don't know.